So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to now check out the news of Hungani, that's how they pronounce it, Ndlovu, and Stephanie Sandows Ndlovu, as their marriage comes to an end. That is quite an unfortunate thing because myself, let's quickly browse over here. I have a YouTube channel with my wife where we've done marital advice content and we've spoken about our life and our marriage. And in one of our videos, we actually quote and reference them as people that we are looking up to in our marriage. So let me quickly find that for you and show you that. Will my channel show up? Yes, it does. Okay, so it was this first video 3 years ago with me and my wife. There we are over there. So let's go.
So glad.
Can you hear this?
You
oh, I haven't plugged the headphones
series
in. Hold up, but there you are.
In which you and I, Mutwak, we would like to share our relationship journey. It's a long one. Until next year will be 10 years together.
Yeah, so I'm not here to bring much attention or watch this much. I just want to quickly get to the portion where we spoke about them. Okay, where does that come? Oh, there they are. So yeah, let me actually let this play a little bit.
So we'd like to see us crossing 10 years with a YouTube channel running, so we can celebrate 10 years on a channel that is already successful. So this is how we are getting started. We've been watching some YouTube channels that have been really inspiring.
Very inspiring. The Max, because
them Ndlovus, them Jalis.
See?
Our fellow neighbors. We love them so much,
The Molois.
Pretty ugly.
Mpumile Dwaba
and Brendan.
The Dwabas.
Yeah, we've been watching
so we've been
them.
watching South African YouTube couples.
So you see, that's some time back, right? You understand that I know the Ndlovus. I've watched their channel, and they are part of how I've built my marriage and managed to understand and cope in it. It's been a very difficult thing, but they are now breaking up. And there's 2 videos here. One has hit 100,000. It's the most recent. This one from Umkosi Entertainment. Let's watch that one first. And then this one seemed like an update speaking about some infidelity, but there's no proof. Let's jump in.
Okay, so what are we married in?
We're married in a prenuptial agreement with accrual.
What does that mean?
Why was there such a switch in your energy?
No, I'm just asking, what does that mean? Since you will never.
Yes, because I have life experience that is not a good thing to do because your debts become my debts and that is not wise.
Yes, that is true.
So I would never do that.
Sandows, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now TV personalities Hungani Ndlovu and Stephanie Ndlovu, married since 2019, have been living separate lives since October 2024, according to News 24. Now News 24 reported...
Hey, yo. Bro, now let me tell you something. As a married person myself, me and my wife, I can say the beginning of our marriage has been the bottom, right? We have been at the bottom learning each other for some time, right? And so we have not had these kind of moments. We had them, yes, when we were dating, a little bit, not much, where we'd go out to the mall, go out to eat at restaurants. Bro, we haven't done that in quite some time because of how we had kids during that time. We continued slamming, of course, and the family grew. And with me and my big aspirations, I took big risks. And the fact that I'm a guy who's never been employed, I've always been a hustler. This marriage is a miracle for it to be surviving. And having survived through so much struggle, like financial struggle, very, 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 very much. We've been living like normal people, and that's fine. Being normal is cool, but given my expectation of life, given where I've been, given things that I've achieved, given how we were very well moneyed when we first came, it has been a disappointment. And so we've been watching and enjoying other people's marriages, living vicariously, seeing them on their holidays, in the pool, pointing at each other, posting each other. Another couple who are dope is Dr. Musa and Lisa Laurie. I hope they don't go down this way, posting each other so much. So we ain't posting, right? We have been on camera. We are real more than anything. In fact, if you look at my channel, you'll see and encounter some videos where I'm not happy in my marriage and I'm complaining, or I'm celebrating what I've now conquered later after the initial complaints. Now I'm in a pretty okay space. I'm in love with my wife. I'm happy. We can proceed. So these ones who seem like they've been living such a dope life, bro, while we feel like we've been at the bottom, they've been at the bottom as well. And they've been giving the impression that they're up there. Wow, man. This affirms me, you see. This affirms being a real person. This affirms not putting on a facade for no one, bro. That's why I'm able to just let myself be this way and work and grind hard. Delay gratification. My time is still coming. Life is long, bro. Life is long. And even if I don't live it long, I plan to work so hard that I put my kids in a position where if I die early, they can have an easier life to the best of my hopes and abilities. So let's continue watching the Ndlovus here. I wonder about their kids as well.
That the couple have decided to end their 6-year marriage in amicable split. In a surprising turn of events, beloved actors Hungani Ndlovu and Sandows have ended their 6-year marriage. The news broken by News 24 earlier today reveals that the couple has reached a settlement agreement, citing an irreparable disintegration of their relationship, a trend increasingly common among couples married over 5 years. According to a 2023 Human Sciences Research Council study that reported a 40% rise in divorce rates due to shifting social expectations. Now, the Ndlovus will tie the knot in an intimate garden wedding on February 23, 2019, and celebrated their 4th anniversary publicly. In 2023, was seen as a model couple, known for their roles on the popular soap scandal. Now, the full reasons behind their breakup remain private. The announcement has sparked discussions about the pressures of fame and the evolving landscape of marriage in South Africa. Now, you guys remember back in 2023, it was rumored that the couple were going through a divorce. Now, when it comes from a divorce, guys, it's not like my relationships. There's actually stages to this thing. Because sometimes abantu bayenze ukuthi but okay, we're going through a divorce, and the next thing they fix things. I'm assuming later on they decided to fix things, but it didn't work out because fast forward 2024, they decided, you know what, this is not working out. Let's just live separately. We're assuming, right? Because we don't know the full details. We love the Ndlovus over here, man. I've noticed, man, why bengasawenza ama videos on YouTube, but I
Yeah, their channel has died down quite a bit, Yeah.
assumed ukuthi no, man, Hungani uyasebenza lapha kwiskim sam, so full-time job plus balancing YouTube plus umntwana, because banomntwana nje, it's a lot. But they were not living, according to News 24, they've not been living together for the past since 2024, which is obviously very sad.
Oh, I get it, man. This video, I've been wondering, strangeness. Like, how do people behave like this in such a playful manner? I mean, I'm a masculine male. No insult or nothing to Hungani over there. He's a dude. I believe deep down inside he's carrying there a male masculine soul. He's just been given an outer shell of a softer dude. And his frame maybe hasn't worked it or eaten to bulk up and put on some muscle. So he looks like a tiny man, and his relationship with his wife looks very friendshipy. He doesn't seem to be dominating, And the woman being of a size larger than him, he just looks tiny next to the woman. A woman should ideally be under a man's shadow there. The man should be towering over her. You know, a woman should be feeling, whew, like this guy can fall on me and kiss me. You know, can he just crash on top of me and squish me? And so, hey, the dude doesn't give that vibe. And this playful arrangement, I've been wondering, what is this? Or I guess now I get it. They are playing a game, probably a game that asks questions, like in therapy. Who is the most loving? Is this one? Or you point to yourself. Who is the most selfish? You point to yourself or you point to the other one. Who is the tidiest? It's me or her. Type of thing. So I guess they were just playing a game. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Abantu ke bathi why imshado yamanje ngalast guys kudala nakhona kwakunje. The only difference ukuthi kwakubekezelwa kudala and young people are not willing ukuthi babe miserable for the next 20 years just because bafuna ukukhipha i-title ukuthi married, honey, married, but are you married and happy? Are you happily married or you just married?
Hey, I've been unhappy in my marriage and tolerating. That's how you survive. I saw my parents also tolerate one another. You see? And then be happy for some time before problems return again. So I know this to be how we even tolerate and raise our children. I know this to be how we actually tolerate our family members as siblings in the home or as parents and kids. Even kids tolerate their parents when parents are problematic. And what do we call that thing where we tolerate and keep certain people? We call that family. And that is the best vehicle to practice forgiveness, to practice rebuking and calling one another out. Like human beings come to earth problematic. And the first time we see this is within our homes. We can see that, we are wilding out here, bro. If you read how Paul in the Bible is receiving letters from the early Christian church. So these are believers who are believing in private. They are meeting in corners. You see, there's persecution, and the apostle of Christ, Paul, is in a prison. They are asking him, dude, we are brand new to this thing. We've just left our traditions. Some are writing from Italy, Corinth. Some are writing from Greece. Is it Galatia? Etc., etc. Different places. So Christ's message has spread, and people are writing letters to the man who knows best about this at the time. And the church is writing about somebody who has slept with his mother-in-law. And they are writing to him asking for his advice and his help around issues like that. So you could see that people were wilding, even in church. People are wild, even in their families. But these two structures are important for storming it out, you see, within a certain confines, so that when we step out into the world, we are better people. So family is important. I know for there to be toxicities in family, for there to be toxicities in marriage, and I'm busy here promoting tolerance, and I'm using family, which is my best example of why we should tolerate one another and give each other chances and forgive each other. But I know that family itself is not a good example in these last days. So the modern day family looks like the early church, wild and crazy, the same. So it seems like there's no anchor of an example of a relationship to give an example with and say, this is how we should be. Look at brother and sister. Look at brother and brother. Hey, the first murder was between two brothers. So the world has fallen, right? We are all split up, and the Bible has said so. But I want to go back to the fundamentals of what we have been coached by the Word of God to do in spite of all of this. And this is to unite and forgive one another and begezel. So my sister there in the background is busy talking about why must you tolerate. And we don't know the full details of this. There are things that shouldn't be tolerated. Yeah, let me just give that disclaimer so that I'm safe. There are things that should not be tolerated in friendships, in family, and in marriage as well. You have the option to walk away from those things, and you have the option to forgive them. But let it not be something that is a complete deal breaker that is consistently, repeatedly happening. This life requires us to be economically active. We've got economic enemies who are keeping us on a treadmill. You see, slave masters, a system. And so if you are struggling in a marriage, you'll struggle to make a living. You'll struggle to be healthy in your mind and grow and self-actualize. So when those very critical things are at risk, when you're not seeing the struggles in the marriage bringing some strengths, you can see that the struggles are only dragging you down. There's no growth at all. You cannot even thank God for the pain. No, then the pain is not worth it. And the scriptures themselves have guidelines about what can be walked away from. Cheating. So if Lom Chita law is cheating, of which the next video will say that, then I, my sister, you are correct here. But if this was a good couple that has underwent some mental waves, as this lady says at the beginning, people are not lasting long because cultural shifts and changes. You see, marriage is stepping away from those cultural shifts and changes. Let the world go. We are holding to a certain tradition now. You see how traditions last no matter how waves come and go? They just have this thing of sticking to the ground and holding on no matter the storm. That's what's up. Marriage is something created by God from the beginning. You understand? And it's something between two people. Cultural shifts and changes. Are you talking about macroeconomics? The macroeconomics are affecting the micro internally? No, man. A marriage should protect itself from the macroeconomics of friends, outside influences of bad family. When your family of origin hates the current family that you're building. You understand? When you've got influences from TV, for example, or from the culture itself, feminism coming into your home. My dude, I'm telling you, if your wife is a feminist, she's a lesbian, you will feel that here I'm living with a Martin Luther King, an activist, Mandela, Mbogoto. See, like somebody wants to be a hard fist woman, bro. Wrong ambition. Totally wrong ambition. A woman must be seeking to relax under a man. And relaxing, I'm not meaning being lazy, not earning, not supporting, but being secured in a dangerous world, emotionally and physically. A woman needs a dog with some really big balls to keep the other dogs away. So a woman who works with a man is, respectable. She's valuable. In fact, men, when they are looking for a virtuous woman, they'll probably go and want another man's wife because they know readily available women have not undergone some kind of training. So that's why a businessman will divorce his wife and go marry a pastor's ex-wife, because he understands that a pastor's life and a businessman's life are these very busy lives, and so you need a woman who's trained to be able to handle. So men respect and value, and this is something that occurs more in older men, as men realize that man, young women don't have the right minds. That happens more and more. So I hope I've made a sound case there for marriage. In all circumstances, I will always urge this, and I will urge this for my children. I will seek it for them. I will prepare them for it. You see, even if it means that I have to become friends with a dude, a homie who's got 2 young boys, and we decide to become a close family clique where we have double dates and we have trips together as a family so that our kids can meet each other young. It's something that should start early, because my 10-year-old, I should start telling him about the bees and the birds and the flowers in the trees. I should start telling him about mating, etc. You see? And so as I tell him about that, I should introduce him to how to approach and navigate this world that has women in it. And in about 5 years, I have to do the same to the daughter. And then 5 years thereafter, it'll be another daughter. So I need to find a homie with 2 boys, ne? If you've got a daughter yourself, come. Let's be homies, let's chill, let's be dads. Let's be family. And love your wife, nigga. You better be a nigga who ain't cheating, because I'm not gonna be chilling with you here and we're talking about cheating. Ah, man. So let's go here.
Separate rooms and you guys have not been intimate for the past 5 years. Just doesn't make sense. Why you guys keep lokiba okulo? So that's the difference between umshado yakudala nemshado yamanje. Umshado yakudala, omama babebekezele manje. The youngsters are not willing to sacrifice their happiness. Life is too short. Imagine living miserable for the next 30 years. It's just no. If you're not happy and you guys have really tried to, you broke up, separated, whatever the case may be, even thought of a divorce, but you ended up fixing things. And it doesn't work out. You guys are miserable together, but you are good co-parents. Just break up, man. Separate. Don't force it to be miserable. I honestly speaking, be miserable. You're in a marriage, but you're miserable. We also underestimate ukufika kwengane emhlabeni ukuthi kushintsha kanjani i-relationship, even if anike emshadweni, but umjolo wenu nje awuphinde ufane, at least for the next 5 years. So abanye abantu can't deal with that, and they choose to, you know what, this is not it. Let's end it, bro. Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below.
Hey, yeah, listening to Zulu, gossip in Zulu really sounds like, now you're with the ladies chilling with them. There's this genre called gossip or entertainment blogging or news about celebrities. We follow it, we jump on it, it's called gossip. Doesn't sound as gossipy, but when a Zulu chick, hey guys, I think in jailin, uhlala miserable. Ngathi vele sime ngamathawula efensini siyakhuluma. Nami ngikhona lapho ezindoda. Awu bakithi. Let's listen to the cheating gossip that is going around.
Hello, beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing well today. Now, you guys, I'm sure you already heard about Hungani Ndlovu and his wife, Stephanie, that they are getting a divorce. You guys, they're in the process of divorce. And apparently, we are hearing this now, but apparently these people have been separated from last year. Okay, that is so crazy. Now, I must say that a lot of people were really shocked by this. A lot, you guys. Obviously, there are those who are saying, oh my God, like we saw this coming, but a whole lot of people were really shocked by this, including myself, you guys, because I was just like, hey, bo, like what happened, what really happened to this beautiful couple? And you guys, I've been searching.
Aish, look at Hungani there, bro. Aish, yeah, man. Hey, the brother looks nerdy. Extremely nerdy. Extremely nerdy. No disrespect to him, man. We all look different, and yeah, you find very dope academics, guys with PhDs, guys who are politicians, who look like him, and they are very respectable dudes. I just wonder, in a feminine woman's mind, where we know and understand, when you can see the lust and the sparkle in the eye that a woman has for a big man, the rush of blood that she must be feeling for a big nigga, when your husband is tiny, yes, he may be mentally stimulating and what so forth, but like, I'm married to a beautiful woman. I chose beauty. You understand? I knew that I would like to have a woman that I constantly enjoy looking at. I have shiny object syndrome. I have ADHD. I'm learning to know this more and more about myself, and I can see why it was wise for me to pick a shiny object, because I would have been getting distracted by other shiny objects. Check out Project 1 Million, the work I used to do, Those ladies, beautiful as they were picked by my eye each to say, yo, come, let's work. You're beautiful. And I didn't miss. And I ain't miss with my wife either. She's the best, most gorgeous among all women that I've ever met. Naturally, in bed in the morning when I wake up, when I look at her, she's pretty. And so I know that physical attraction thing and why it's necessary to keep a marriage and keep juice and warmth flowing, to consume your partner with your eyes then consume them with your lips, then consume them physically with your skin. So the consumption of the eye, yo, when food is being prepared, we first consume it with our nose, and then it arrives and we consume it now with our eyes. It has to look good. It's been smelling good from the kitchen, and now when we put it in the mouth, it must taste good, bro. So, bro, was there that masculine man, feminine female presence there? You know, I also watched them on the Max. The other couple that was mentioned in our video, they actually went and did a video together where they went on holiday together. Mrs. Max, Lerato and Petula Maketa, Lerato being the husband, Petula being the wife, and Hungani and Stephanie, they went off together. And so I think there they had also a videographer who is a YouTuber by the name of Brandon. Visuals by Brandon. I think he's been switching up his name, so his channel. He used to do camera reviews. I wanted to do that at some point, and that's how I picked him up. So it was so interesting to see all of these three. And on this trip, I think it's actually this trip right here. Né? They had Brandon shoot a video of Hungani in a song or something, and I saw the dude dancing. Like, he's also a dancer. So yeah, he's said to be an actor and casting or actor coach and a dancer as well. So he's a, theatrician. And I saw the guy break off and dance, and I was like, yo, bruh, hey, this dude, bruh, he looks, trying to step into Stephanie's shoes. I'm like, yo, that's my man there breaking off dancing. Ooh, child. I don't dance, bro. I don't dance. Or I screw around when I dance just to be funny for the kids. Or I just put up the volume just to mess around and be funny and lighten the mood. But hey, to break off dancing there, the circle is feeling me there. Hey, my shoulders, hey, my eyes. I'm feeling it. Come on, bro. That just feels so darn narcissistic. And I ain't saying he's a narcissist, but there's this call to attention to yourself in ways that are not flattering that occurs. And I find dancing for certain men with certain physiques. I don't mind a fat guy dancing there and we're seeing a wobbly belly there. I don't mind Chris Brown, who is a musician and an entertainer, dancing. But people who've got careers during the week, there, you're corporate, and then weekend you're letting loose, breaking off there, and it's a total difference to who you are regularly. Hey, bro, I just like consistency and normalcy in people, bro. People who are very low and very high. I don't get it. We can wiggle a bit to some music, but that made me think, Steph, if you want some muscle, do you know how much muscle grows at the back of a man who trains their back? The back region is one of the most muscular regions on a man. So if Steph there wants to put her fingers inside some muscle and she doesn't have that, but she has, dancey, friendship vibes, dude, what does that do in a marriage? I wonder. There should be women who love it. I don't live in a woman's mind. I don't know what women totally want, but it's not giving for me.
And searching just to find out for you guys, like, what really happened between Stephanie and his husband Hungani. And I finally found the truth, I guess, or allegedly the truth. So I read this article. They said,
yeah, and when Steph is slimmed down, she's beautiful and gorgeous for him. Yeah, they are actually good looking. He's taller, that's fine. And he's handsome. He looks like an intellectual. And I've met him at EFF headquarters over there when the EFF was holding a special call to people in the media to come and tell the EFF what is wrong with the media business so that can be taken to Parliament and the Department of Sport, Art and Recreation. Yeah. So dude is looking like a clean, middle-class American. He actually looks like Galston Anthony, you see. So that's clean. That's dope. That's good. I love diversity, and I'm not a meathead. I'm not a steroid head. I'm not praising muscle or nothing like that. I hope I'm balancing here. As I said, no disrespect to the dude, man. Guess maybe I asked just too many questions and I was maybe a bit inappropriate earlier, trying to step into the woman's perspective about him. Like there's things missing. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about going all the way like that. This is a fabulous couple. I didn't have an issue with them watching them. I've heard and listened to him as a human being and listened to her and how they speak their issues. They are intimate and he's brought down, which is something that is good, that is required when you are being intimate with a woman. You need to kind of come down a little bit from your ultra traditional masculinity and be able to listen and not be dismissive and empathize and support and apologize. And so those are antithetical or opposite to what a man's vibe may be. You understand? Because we take manhood to be toughness, you're staunch, your decisions are always correct. But when you screw up, you gotta be able to look at a wife and say, "You're looking me in the eyes, baby. I'm sorry." And so he looks like that kind of dude. So there's a lot that's nice about him. No stress. I'm sorry, Hungani, if I've been offensive over here, bro.
Apparently, Stephanie is the one who initiated the divorce. I'm sure you already understand now where which direction are we taking now. Okay, so they said the wife initiated divorce proceedings in July last year. Hi, bo, July, guys. It's been almost like a year now, you know, and citing that infidelity had been rampant during their short-lived marriage. The wife.
Oh yeah, he does tower over her. He's tall. And she's voluptuous, succulent, beautiful. They are a match. Steph went and gained a little bit, had a baby, and became larger nyana, and then that kind of offset the visuals. That's what I noted. But seeing them now and remembering, oh, this is how they initially were at the beginning phases. And yes, people grow bigger, people grow smaller. Hungani stayed the same. She got some baby juice on herself. So fabulous, good-looking couple.
Wife has inadequate details of the assets of her estranged husband's estate, the value and nature of his estate, and the extent of his liabilities. You guys, this is so crazy. Like, I've seen comments from people saying, oh, apparently Hungani cheated, but I just wanted something solid, like something I can reference on to tell you, yay, apparently cheating is the cause of this couple's divorce. Guys, I must say, for me personally, I know you can't tell when a person is a
You see, there Steph now looks supreme, larger. That suit or blouse, is that a blazer? Whatever. Women have so many assortments of clothing. You won't know what's what. Still looking good though. But here, she looks like she'd be with a huge Nigerian. I'm kidding. No. Even a dope big South African. Prince KB. Casper your vest.
cheater. Like, it's not like they're written on their forehead, ne? But I must say, like, I swear to God, when I looked at Hungani, he didn't look like the cheating type, guys. I know someone will say, Aibo, how do you describe a cheating type? For me personally, when I looked at him, I saw him as this a good husband. You know, I never thought that he's someone who could cheat, honestly speaking. So yeah, you guys, I read this article on News 24. It was published 8 hours ago. Anyway, guys, do want to below, let me know what you guys think about this. I'll definitely
Yeah, so that's what's up, and hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe.